Good morning, Britain. Strictly Come Dancing star Anton de Beck reveals he was stabbed by his late father. Speaking to me on Live Stories about the abuse he suffered during childhood, the award-winning judge says his alcoholic dad attacked him on Boxing Day. But his dad was cleared in court of wounding.
I've never spoken about this before in my entire life, actually. I wanted a new start and a new beginning. I mean, I ended up in hospital for 3 days, but it was...
Did you?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
I got stabbed. I've never said this out loud before.
First-time criminals, including thieves, shoplifters and drug users, could soon avoid going to court and be given cautions instead.
The government says it will allow low-level criminality to be nipped in the bud. It is also perhaps a way to deal with record court backlogs and overcrowded prisons. But already some are saying it is soft justice.
Donald Trump is facing the prospect of a third criminal trial after being charged with 4 counts of conspiracy and obstruction while trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election.
And the annual summer battle to secure a sun lounger with your towel is hotting up, with skirmishes reported at pools and beaches across Europe. Is it right to grab a lounger early doors? Is it simply selfish? Should other sunbathers have the right to remove your towel and claim the lounger for themselves? How long is long enough to wait before you whip that towel? We'll be debating that later.
And we have strong winds and heavy rain forcing the Met Office to issue warnings. But for Scotland, it isn't too bad. Do all that and more on Good Morning Britain.
Wednesday, 2nd of August, 2023. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Kate Garraway and Ed Balls.
Good morning.
This Anton de Beck interview, I mean, all over the front pages. He was, in my experience, one of the nicest, most supportive, generous people. But your Life Stories interview, this is a very dramatic thing for him to say.
It is extraordinary, actually. You're right. He has a whole philosophy about whether you're his partner, as I was, or other contestants on the show, and now he's a judge as well, that it's not about him, it's about making them feel good when you go to his shows or whatever. But actually, he has never, ever spoken, as he said there, out loud about what his childhood was really like. And it's a dramatic moment, actually, and the whole hour is extraordinary. There's plenty of Anton fabulousness as well. He's very funny, but, yeah, it was a huge moment. So that's going out on ITV later on tonight, 9 p.m.
Tonight.
Yeah, 9 p.m. tonight. And I'm very, very proud of him, actually, because I know how private he was and how he didn't want to make that define him, his life or anything. And
the Anton I know, that we all know, do you discover in the interview that what happened in his childhood has shaped the adult him?
Well, I think that would be... He would think that would be the worst thing to say for this reason, because he doesn't want any of the bad stuff to define him. But I think as you watch, you can see how it has, actually.
His generosity, his wanting to support other people, comes from feeling that he didn't have that support himself. And
the joy. He always had his mum. His mum's like, we better not talk about it too much because we've got other stuff to talk about. But I could talk about it for hours because it was...
I was just getting going.
I know him so well, and I didn't know this.
I thought, ditch the news, let's get on with it.
Well, he is news because, of course, there's many people that go through the sorts of childhood, maybe not specifically that, and I think it will raise a lot of questions. And he's an extraordinary individual, very clever, very funny and very brave, actually, very brave.
Meanwhile, Lionesses, did you watch them yesterday?
Oh, my goodness. Weren't they tremendous? They roared.
Lauren James is a star. I mean, her disallowed goal was brilliant, but her other two were superb. There's Russo scoring the first. It's absolutely brilliant. We were worrying yesterday, would they be complacent? Would they rise to the challenge? Might they go out? Are they going to be OK? 6-1, bing, bang, bong.
Just brilliant. They had to win or draw to be confident, and boy, did they win.
They did. They're now playing Nigeria in the last 16, which is a good tie for them. I think suddenly you think England, you know, I don't want to build it up.
Yeah, we don't want to jinx it.
Don't want to build it up. 1966, 2023.
Yeah.
Just saying.
1996, 2023.
1966.
1966, 2023.
I'm not trying to build it up, but I'm just saying.
But you're just leaving it out there like the fruit that we want to reach for. Lots to talk about this morning. Really busy show. And our main news story is that drug possession, theft and shoplifting are among the crimes for which first-time offenders could receive a caution in future rather than being sent to court. That's under a new code of practice published today by the Ministry of Justice.
The guidance also makes it clear that police will no longer be able to use cautions for a range of more serious offences, such as carrying a knife or firearm, to ensure those offenders are prosecuted. Our political correspondent, Louisa James, is in Westminster. Louisa, the government says it wants to make the system clearer and fairer. Obviously, as well, the prisons are under pressure. Is that part of the motivation?